YouTube's happening. It is Thursday, July 31st, and we're doing something a little different today. We're doing a combo video, as you kind of saw from the thumbnail. We're doing baseball, WNBA, and NFL preseason. There's 3 baseball games, 1 WNBA game, and then the Hall of Fame game that's going to be on tonight for preseason. I know it's preseason. Guess what? I'm still watching it, at least the first half. So I need to get that football fix in. It's been too long. It's been, what, 6 months? I need to feel it. So with it being a very light baseball day, I'm just combining everything in one video to make it easier for you to see what I'm doing today. So we have these 3 games on the slate today for baseball. For WNBA, we have the Golden State Washington game, and then we have the beautiful football's back, basically. I mean, it's back. Let's just say it is. Preseason, I mean, it's going to be a bunch of people who probably ain't making the team, but guess what? It doesn't matter. It is football on a field. So, hey, exciting times are near. So we're going to break these 5 games down, but first, let's do a little recaps. We're going to do baseball first. Let's go do the little recap for baseball. Bang. We took all these plays yesterday. It wasn't the best day. Wu hit on the strikeouts for us late. Colorado Cleveland did not hit that. Machado still continues his rampage against the Mets. He does not like the Mets. Adames only had 1 HRR apparently. Philly and White Sox, thanks to the White Sox of all teams doing work, hit that over 9.5. Atlanta KC did the opposite. They just said, no, we ain't scoring today. Zebby had the numbers, and then Zebby just got pulled after 4 innings, whatever. And then Dingley didn't even play because I do these videos early in the morning, as you know, and they put the lineup out after I did the video, and they just didn't let him play. And then Toronto, Baltimore had 1,000 runs combined. So that's everything that happened yesterday. In WNBA, let's go ahead and pop over there. We took these 4 plays. Sophie did not, she only hit 1-3, sadly. What can you do? Paige buckets, absolutely. A 21.7 assists, beautiful stuff. Enrique, however you say that, 0 for 3 from 3. Somebody in the comments said she sucks. Hey, you called it. Good job. I give you the props you deserve. So, yes, she only took 3 threes. And then the New York, Minnesota was an absolute crushing because 167 was the total, I believe it was. They had 190 something points because it was 190 something. So, yeah, 2-2 day. We just have a trend with WNBA. It's just whatever it is going to be 2-2, 1-1, 3-3, whatever. It's just, I don't know why we can't break that trend. So, whatever. Also, there's obviously no NFL play. So, if you want the plays typed out for every single sport I do, or access to the spreadsheet, be it baseball or WNBA, or I got to put football together, I won't have it for the preseason. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to have it. I got to build it and use stats from the season to build the spreadsheet. So therefore, I'm not even going to have it on week 1. I need some data first. And building it with last year's stats makes absolutely no sense when you have half the teams change a lot of players. So yeah, first preseason, the first week are going to be vibes. Basically, vibes only. See what we can do. So, enough of that. So, we have all these games. Let's stop wasting time. Let's jump to the first 3 baseball games now. All right, first game on the slate for baseball is going to be Tampa and the Yankees. Currently, we have the Yankees 110. It's basically pick them with an 8.5 total out there. Let's go ahead and do the spreadsheet, look at the numbers, and you see both teams are not doing well offensively. Everything's pretty much mustard and ketchup galore. So very little green. It is going to be mainly Tampa walks. They're both tied at triples, but that doesn't matter much. Let's go look at the pitchers, shall we? In this one, we got Pepio going against Stroh, and we see strikeouts. Tampa's 26 in strikeouts in the last 10 games somehow. So we need to take a look at Stroh's strikeouts, maybe even Pepio, since New York is in the bottom half. So let's go over here. Let's open both the strikeouts. We got time today, so we'll do both. And we see Pepio strikeouts at 6.4 and a 5.5. That's actually pretty good. That's a nice little cushion for us. You can see head to head, how does he do? 2 games he has 7. In the last game he had 1. So he had a rough game. What can you do? Let's look at earned runs, and you can see how he's done earned run wise. And we go last 10 earned runs. Oh, he got roughed up by Baltimore, then nothing in Cincinnati. So last 5, he's averaging 2.4 on the earned runs. Let's go over here to Stroh. Strikeouts, 3.2 in the last 5. Over a 3.5 is not good. We want this average to be at least close to 1 more than this. So that way we have a cushion on the average, and that's just not there. So I don't care how bad Tampa is, I can't trust this. This dude ain't a strikeout pitcher. Look at the numbers. The best he's done was 4 all season. This is whole season right here. So we can't trust that. Let's go earned runs. Earned runs 2.2. You see he got roughed up a little bit by Philly last time for 4. Not bad, but just a little bit. So we have a 2.2 for Stroh, and we have a 2.4 for Pepio. So that's coming out to what? A 4.6. Let's go to matchups. Nothing is screaming taking over or under yet. So far it's a lot of nothing. Go back. I don't want to go into that. Do this matchup. Stroh versus Tampa history. We can see Fortes has a home run at 8 at bats. We got a home run for Belo, but it's only a 250 average, and that's it. That's all. A lot of nothing so far. Tampa versus righties. They do like them some righties versus lefties. New York versus righties, and Pepio versus New York. Bellinger does have a home run and 5 at bats. Grisham has a home run, but that's all he has done in 11 at-bats, and that is about it. Jazz is 0 for 11. That is the shocking stat so far for the video. Over 11? Damn, that's a lot. Anyways, so those are your pitchers. So far, I don't like anything. Do you like anything? I haven't found anything I like so far. So let's go to the HR. Let's go to the bat props to see if there's anything that stands out here. We have a lot of green here, which is enticing. So we got Jason down here. We got J Lo. We got T Wells. We got McMahon. We got Diaz. We got Carlos Sten. We got Wells. We got a lot of HR props here. It's all in the green, which means they're 4 out of 5. They fit this. So we want, again, if it's a 1.5, we want our average in the last 5 and 10 to be close enough to 2.5, so we have that little bit of cushion out there for us. That way we feel a little bit better about the play. That makes sense, right? Cool. So last 10, he's at 1.3. Last 5, he's at 2. Nah. Nah, get off my screen. Low 1.7, 2.2. Not good enough. Sorry. I need higher. Walls is at 1.5. Last 10, he is at 2.1. You can see this. And then last 5, he's at 2.2. I mean, good, but not great. Not good enough for us. Rhyme 2.2. Last 10, 2.5. So here we go. Here's a guy here we could take. So we have our, you see 10 games, how he's done. He's hit, now he's only at half, which is very concerning. Why are you only at half? Does that mean you're going to be the bottom of the lineup? Does that mean are you not even playing? Or are you not expected to be in the lineup? There's questions here I need answers to. He's at 152, which is kind of juicy. So I don't like doing the halves. I mean, you can even if you want to, but for me, something's fit. Why is this there? The books will know who's playing well before the media knows every time. Don't let anybody tell you different. They say, well, the team hasn't put this out. The team knew yesterday who was playing today. They just haven't told you. But somehow, the buildings in Vegas know who's playing before the media outlets do. And it's just amazing how that works. So if you want the real truth, follow the lines. That's all you got to do. So Diaz, now there's rumors this man might get traded today. Who knows? So this man might walk across the field and go join his new team. Who knows what's going to happen? That's already happened once. So last 10, 1.9. There's rumors about that. Stanton, how's he been doing? Last 10, he's at 2.6. On last 5, 2.6. So he's 2.6 on both. So we could absolutely, that's not even a word, absolutely take Stanton here because he's done pretty well. So yeah, this actually looks great. He's hit this line in 8 out of 10. He's averaging 2.6. His number is 1.5. He's at plus 120, which is also a little suspicious. But sometimes you got to roll the dice. Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. And I think this is the one I'm going to take because I don't like anything else. So we're just going to take Stanton. Stanton over 1.5 HR. And then last little check just to make sure we're not crazy. Come back over here, switches to Yankees. Pepe over Stanton. He's never faced Stanton, which is good. That's good for him because apparently if you're Jazz, you just need to go ahead and not play today because my God. So yeah, we'll take Stanton as our play in this one. We had Wells too. I forgot about Wells. Wells, 1-1. Goodbye. So yeah, we'll take Stanton 1.5 HR. All right, game 2 is going to be Atlanta and Cincinnati. Currently, we got Cincy as a 156 favorite with a 9.5 total. Spreadsheet, load them up, and we can see there's no real leans either way. Atlanta's striking out a good bit, which is noteworthy. Outside of that, there's nothing really standing out here. So let's go over to the player props. Pitchers, Abbott's going out there for Cincy, and then who's going out there for the Braves? Well, you got a question? I have an answer. It's going to be Carlos Carrasco. He is going out there for the Braves. Let's see, go down to his season so far. He has not pitched since May in the majors at all against anybody. So you see how he has done. He has not been great. 1.4042. That comes out to 11 divided by 5. That's a 2.2 over the last 5 games. Now the innings are not that great. They give up this many runs and hits, but hey, do what you do. So, I mean, I would say probably an average pitcher. There's nothing bad, nothing good about him. So let's go look and see how Abbott's doing. Abbott, we obviously want strikeouts because the Braves are striking out so much recently. We absolutely need to look at that. He has been a little higher than usual. So he's at a 4.6 on a 4.5 with a minus 150. I wish this was not. I wish your average was better. Whole season, you're at 528 whole season, but this 11 is doing some heavy lifting. You got some eights in there. There's only 3 games. When there's less than like a normal slate of games, I tend to be a lot more risky. And like days like today, there's only 3 games. I'm going to risk it today because last 10 he's at 5, and you see these values are bringing him down. He hasn't faced the Braves, has he? What's his head-to-head versus Atlanta? The one time he faced him, he had 8. And that was in May 6th. So, yeah, that is going to be, yeah, that's going to be a play for us. We're absolutely going to take this. So, if he can do, and he struck out 7 Rays last time, yeah, that's good. So, let's look at the matchups. Abbott versus Braves. Historically, there are no home runs and no RBIs, which is nice to see, but only 2 at-bats for everybody and 3 for you. So, nothing, and look at that, 50-50, 100. A lot of strikeouts. Good stuff. We could rock with that. Braves versus lefties. There's your data. Cincy versus, well, we don't know. They still, ESPN is showing Carlos is pitching, but the books haven't caught up yet, which makes me wonder who's correct. I lean the books, but yeah, ESPN, sometimes they're in the know. Who knows? So let's go to the bats. Let's see if we got anything good on the bat side over here. Not a single HRR in this game. So literally, we don't have a side we can take. We don't have a total we can take. We don't have a batter prop we can take. All we can take is the one pitcher prop, and it's kind of a stretch. So I'm going to take it. You don't have to take. You can take anything you want. I just show you what I take. And for me today, I'm going to rock with Abbott because, damn it, I want some action. So Abbott over 4.5 strikeouts. It's 152. I don't like it, but hey, sometimes you gotta take what you can take. And I mean, you can't be greedy sometimes. So there you go. We're taking Abbott 4.5 strikeouts next. All right, in the final baseball game, we have Texas and Seattle. We took Woo yesterday, this one for strikeouts. It hit 5.5. He hit 6 strikeouts. Very nice. You can see today they are a 160 favorite with a 7.5 total. We pop over here to the spreadsheet, and we can see Seattle's offense is still abysmal. They are not doing well. That's why they've lost 2 in a row now. Woo gave up some home runs, but hey, whatever. All we care about is strikeouts, and he did his job. So hey, cool. Texas offense is doing fairly well. 5th in runs, 9th in average, 14th in hits, and 8th in RBIs. So yeah, we lean. Texas has a lean offensively. Seattle has the home lean. Let's go look at the pitchers and see who we got today. Get rid of you, change you over to you. And we got Kirby versus Kumar Rocker. Texas is 21st in strikeouts at 9 per game. You can see here, and Seattle is 18th at 8.8 per game, which is a little bit lower than their usual, which is closer to 9. So both these teams strike out bottom half of the league. So we kind of want to look, we'll take a peek at the strikeouts for both pitchers and see if anything stands out that we might want to take. So you're at a 4.4 and a 4.5 for Rocker. I don't think so. Rocker gives up a lot of hits though. Let's look at his hits allowed. Well, he used to give a lot of hits. Yeah, he used to. He used to, but then he figured it out. Damn. Okay. Okay. Forgive me, good sir. I did not know you changed your ways. So we'll leave you alone. Kirby, strikeouts, 6.4 average on a 5.5. Love that right there. And you see 9, 9, 6. Milwaukee doesn't strike out too much. That makes sense. KC doesn't strike out too much. Makes sense. Texas, Kirby's at home facing Texas on the road, who's striking out 9 per game. So if he goes 6 innings, he should hit this, right? Theoretically, he should. So, and he tends to go 6 innings. Look at that average. Nice. So far, we do have a play with Kirby strikeouts. We'll take this. We'll rock with that. What's the line? 122? I can work with that. So, Kirby, history versus Texas. Do they tee off on the man? Simeon has a home run, but he only bats a $125, so I am not afraid of Simeon at all. Garcia has 1 home run and 20 at bats, but he bats 300. Again, not too worried. I didn't think Duran has a hit 13 at bats, 538, but a 1.1, but nothing to show for it. So I'm not too concerned about this. I'll look at the strikeout numbers too: 44, 50, 100, 37, 15 on the 30. It's 40. It's a good bit of strikeouts, so there is potential for him to get 6 simple, lowly strikeouts. I think he can do that. So let's do that today. Texas versus righties. They do like righties, but whatever. It's because they're so bad at lefties. Texas is abysmal versus lefties this year. Seattle versus righties. There you go. And then Rocker versus Seattle. And that's it. There you go. Cool stuff. So let's go look at the bat props real quick before we can finish this up. And we want to change this over to this. And we have a lot of bat props, but we only have a few HRs. If you want to take somebody get a hit, there you go. The only problem is you're going to be paying the juice for it. Look at the numbers. Look at these very, you're looking to put like a hit parlay together? Yeah, then you can do that, no problem. But I try to do straight bets here normally. So we're going to look at Evan Carter. We're going to look at Kyle. We're going to look at Garcia. These are the only 3 popping up. Last 10, 1 is your average. The hell? Get off my screen. Terrible. Kyle, you're pretty close, aren't you? Yeah, you're 2-4. I knew you were close because this big day you had, this 8-day. 9 out of 10 days he's hit this, but he's only at half again. Why are you at half, good sir? Are you playing? Are you being traded? What's happening today? Very weird. I don't like that. We're going to leave that alone. Something's fishy. Something is afoot. Garcia obviously ain't going nowhere. And 2's his average, but he is nothing but peaks and valleys. So he's either going to go over or he's going to hit this line for you. Simple as that. So he ain't doing no one hit thing. No. So, nah, not good enough. So for me today, the play will be George Kirby. Yes, KRBY. Hopefully he gobbles up some strikeouts over 5.5 Ks. So today we ended up with 3 props. I don't plan on that. It just happened. So that's the baseball. Stanton, Abbott, Kirby. There you go. So now we're going to transition over to WNBA. All right, now we're focusing on WNBA. Baseball is done. It's locked in. It's loaded. It's good. We got 3 plays, 3 games. Nice. WNBA, 1 game. We'll see if we can find a play for this game. I like to have a play for every game today. 5 games, 5 plays. Sounds good, right? Nice and easy. Some of you are just going to do a 5-game parlay. I get it. I understand. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just straight bet. Then sprinkle a parlay. That's how you do it. So today, Washington, Golden State. Washington is a 4.5-point favorite at home with a 153.5 total. Nice. Let's go ahead and look at the spreadsheet and we can see what is happening. And, remember, if you're new here, there's only 13 teams in WNBA. So when you see a 13 spot, you know they're the worst or last place in that category. So second worst offense versus 6 defense, that leads Washington defense. 9v2, that leads Golden State defense. So far we lean defense. First thing I got to do, what's the total? 153.5 is actually kind of low. That comes out to 154 and that comes out to 163. So but these teams are giving up more points than they're scoring because they're just not that good teams. They're both 500. So if anything, over might be the play because we have a 154 to 163 range. Our total is down here in the 153. It's right below the range. In the range, that's where their average is. If they play within their average, they should hit the over, no problem. Simple as that. That's what we do in college basketball and NBA for totals, especially in college. It works out beautifully usually. So because teams are they have averages for a reason. It's a bell curve. You stay within the big peak of the curve usually. So we'll probably take the over here unless something really stands out. So now you look at this like, well, why would we take that? Look how bad the offenses are. It was because the line set way too damn low. That's probably why. So number 3 from 3 versus 8 and 10v3. These both lean Washington. Washington is a 4.5-point favorite at home. There's a lot of categories that lean Washington too. So let's go look at the pitchers. Let's go look at the injuries because injuries are important in WNBA, just like any sport. And we actually look at these. So let's go and go boop. And let's hit a refresh, make sure that the freshest actually updates. Golden State, you have anybody out? You have 3 players out. You have Cecilia, you have Billings, and you have Thornton. Thornton's had surgery. Done. This is new. Billings has been ruled out for Thursday's game, so you will not play today. And then you are supposed to come back to questionable for today. So a couple potential missing players today for Golden State. Washington has 3 out as well. August, May, you've been done. August, temporarily suspended contracts and then ruled out of the game Thursday. Should come back Sunday is what they're looking at. So yeah, potential injuries. That's fine. No big deal. Let's go look at the players. Now this is outlier. Again, I'm gonna say it every time. Outlier, go get your free week. Click the link, free week, all sports, including NFL. We will look at it too. We're gonna dig through the props there, don't you worry. So let's go games. Make sure it's on the 1 game today. I don't care about tomorrow's games. Oh, and we do overs, unders. Let's do overs first. Keep it consistent. We have some overs. We have Burton. We have Austin. We have you who are probably hurt. So we are not going to play you because if you're questionable, no. But here's the numbers. Nah, not a chance. Get out of here. Goodbye. Austin, points, rebounds has been pretty good and did absolutely shit the bed last game. What the hell is this? What the hell is even that? I don't know. So how can you be so consistent and just stop? I don't get it. I can't trust somebody who does that. And then Burton has been just straight up consistent. That's what you like for consistency, 16.3 on a 13.5. With players potentially, with 2 forwards being out for Golden State, I expect her to get more rebounds. That's just what you would expect, right? If 2 of your players are missing, there are forwards and forwards are the ones that typically get the rebounds. Someone else has to get the rebounds, right? Exactly. That's my thinking. So, yeah, Burton could be a play for sure. Absolutely could take this. And the way she scores too, it's 16 on a 13, which is also 3 cushion. I love that. That's good stuff. If anything, I think I like this more than the over now. Just to keep it real, I think I do. So Let's go look at the unders real quick before we get out of here, and then we're going to change this over to the unders, see if there's nothing crazy. We have some under 1.5 threes. I will never take that because anybody can hit 2 threes. Kiki we'll look at. Wasn't Kiki? No, Kiki's on the list. Janelle and Burton again. Burton points assists. She's so consistent. The assist brings it down. That's hilarious. Again, there's Burton. And then there's Kiki. You just popped off in this one for 32. Absolutely. I'm not taking somebody who just popped off. You lost your mind? Not a chance. And then you're downtrending, but I like the over better. I'm only taking one play. I think I like the over. And then here is your points assist, your more points rebounds, obviously, right now. I think we're going with the logic. The logic that's based on the spreadsheet, by the schedule. Where is it at? Yeah, Golden State's missing. They're missing some height. Clearly, they're missing some depth on height. And Burton is a guard who gets rebounds occasionally. So if you can do that, then you absolutely can get like just 9, 8, 4. Yeah, if you can do that, grab me a few more rebounds. So this is the play I'm taking today. I'm going Burton over 13.5 PR. I don't need that. Just PR for Pete Burton. That's the play I'm taking to WNBA. So that is it. We are done with that. Spreadsheet schedule. Let me show you the schedule tomorrow. I didn't show you baseball later, but whatever. You know, baseball's back with a full slate tomorrow. So, hey, cool. Tomorrow we have 5 games WNBA. They'll be back tomorrow with his own video. Saturday, I don't know what we'll do. I don't know how we're going to handle that. But either way, I'm here for that. I'll see you tomorrow for that. But now let's head on over to the NFL. All right, finally we move on to the game that means absolutely nothing. Let's be real. It's the, well, it means nothing to you and I, but there's going to be some players that are playing in this game that are trying to make the team, which we know most of these dudes are probably going to get cut. It's the first preseason game, and they're just trying to show out, maybe get some tape for another team. So that's just how it works. There's too many players right now, obviously. So we got Chargers, Lions, in Canton, obviously, Hall of Fame game. It's the game we watch every year. I watch always the first half, because second half they stop showing half the game and they do a lot of like interviews and it gets really annoying. Like, just let me see the game. That's what I'm here for. I don't care about the interviews and talking to people. Keep that. I want to see the absolute terrible football on the field because it's usually pretty bad. Last 2 years I've taken, last couple of years, I think I always take the over just because I want to root for the action. But then I see the quarterbacks playing this year and I'm like, I don't know. I realize I'm looking like I'm Detroit colors today. I didn't even plan that, but hey, whatever. I did not even plan that. We're going to go. So you see today we have Detroit 2.5 with a 32.5. It's always right there. Is it always 32.5 for this game? I think it is. Crazy. So do not go crazy in this game. It is a damn preseason game. You don't know what's going to happen. Hell, they've already announced how long certain quarterbacks are going to play in this game. So let me show you. So we come over here to ye old Chargers lineup. We know Herbert and Heineke aren't even playing. They're going with Trey Lance is going to play the whole first half and the first drive of the second half. That's bad enough as it is. And on top of that, look who comes behind him. DJ Ukulele is coming in. Remember, if you remember anything about the abysmal season Florida State had last season, you know this man could not complete a pass save his life. It was just terrible last season. Like, he was at points. People were questioning, were you gambling against yourself? Because there was like a 5-game stretch. You were just like, why are you still on the team? Do you have blackmail on the coach? There are questions that no one really answered. And then finally, they swapped quarterbacks. Yeah, whatever. You know the whole story. Sorry, Florida State fans. Sorry. So sorry for rehashing bad memories. So yeah, it wasn't the best. So yeah, that's your quarterbacks in this game, most likely. These two aren't playing. And then you have obviously your other injuries. Now, pretty much all the main starters are not going to play. We know this, but there's your depth chart if you kind of want to see what they're up to, kind of see who's where, who's doing what. There you go. So cool stuff. Let's pop over to Detroit. We got Goff, we got Hendon Hooker and Kyle Allen, and most likely it's going to be Hooker and Kyle Allen. So already I feel better about Detroit because, one, Hooker is a second-string quarterback, not a third-stringer, and Kyle Allen's not a bad quarterback either. I would take these two over Trey Lance. I'm sorry, Trey Lance shouldn't have been the third pick in the draft. I don't care what anyone says. He was not ready. I said this from the day he got drafted. So, and then he just turned out to, now given he's been in a terrible system, sorry. He has been. So not set up for success. He's going to bounce around. It's not going to be good. Now, could he come out and show out today? He could if he needs to. Otherwise, people are going to keep saying, why are you here? So That's my personal opinion. You can believe what you want. That's what I believe. So, and then you see a lot of these players aren't going to play. You're going to see a lot of the third and fourth string dudes. Some of these dudes obviously will not make the team. So there is your teams there. So for me personally, I'm going to put my faith in Hooker. I don't know how long he's going to play. I think he's going to play. I think that's what I heard he's going to play. I could be wrong. It could be Kyle Allen and some random dude who's not even on the depth chart. Hell if we know. But I personally would feel better with Kyle Allen than DJ Ukulele. That's for damn sure. So you can take who you want for this one. We're going to keep it real chill. We're keeping it chill. I'm going to take one play. I was going to take the over, but my God. Do I take the over anyways? Oh, I think we do, don't we? Don't we just do it to do it? I think we might have to. Yeah, we're taking Detroit. We're going to Detroit because of the quarterback situation, and I just don't trust those two quarterbacks. And then I think I'm going to take the over 32.5. That way, I have action. I'm going to watch the game. I want to have something to root for. This is purely a degenerate action just to, and I'm not even going full 1%. I'm going 0.5% on each. That way I have a total of 1% invested in this game. So that's all I'm doing today in this one. So that's it. We're done. Now we go back. We'll have recap. We had our 3 baseball. We had our 1 WNBA. And now we have 2 plays I put out for this one. Combined for 1 unit, obviously nothing too crazy. So that's it for that. We're done. Let's go back to the schedules. Tomorrow for baseball, I'll be back. Usual stuff for Friday. And you see we have a big slate of games. We already saw the 5 for this. And then NFL, when do you, this is the only game this weekend, I believe. Let me go to the schedule. NFL schedule. Let me just take a peek at it. Hall of Fame, then preseason next week. August is when we come. August. Yeah, August. Thursday is when we come back, and we have 3 games on Thursday, 3 games on Friday, a bunch on Saturday. Yes, football next weekend. I might have to make some kind of random silly video for it just because I'm so excited. Just to kind of look at the depth charts, right? That's why. So appreciate you being here. I'll be back tomorrow with baseball and WNBA. I'll be back probably do something for NFL because we're going to do a lot of football content coming up. So appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe, check out the HQ, check out Outlier, and I will see you tomorrow for baseball and WNBA. Peace.